If your summer outfits still rely on tight tops and random shorts, you're not underdressed. You're outdated. Because summer 2026 is quietly rewriting the rules of elegance, and most women haven't noticed yet. This season isn't about showing more skin, it's about showing more control. The women who will look the most expensive this summer won't be the ones chasing trends, they'll be the ones mastering them. And today, I'm showing you 12 that will completely shift how you dress, starting with one that almost no one is styling correctly. 1. The linen suit. The linen suit is quietly becoming the most powerful summer uniform. Yet most women are still wearing it like they're heading into a meeting, not into a moment. And that's exactly where the problem begins. An oversized linen blazer, slightly relaxed at the shoulders, paired with tailored knee-length shorts or even a fluid midi skirt. Underneath, a delicate silk or cotton camisole that doesn't compete, only complements. Now suddenly, the suit is no longer formal. It becomes intentional. But here's the part most women get wrong. They underestimate fabric quality. Linen, when done poorly, creases in a way that looks neglected. When done well, it wrinkles gracefully, like a pressed shirt after a long lunch in the sun. That difference is subtle, but it's everything. One looks lived in luxury, the other looks like you didn't try. And ask yourself honestly, when you walk into a room, does your outfit feel composed or slightly undone? Because the linen suit, when styled correctly, doesn't just make you look elegant, it makes you look in control without effort. 2. Buttercream. Every summer, women reach for stark white, believing it's the cleanest, most refined choice. But under harsh sunlight, pure white can feel almost unforgiving. It reflects too much, sharpens every line, and sometimes it even drains the warmth from your face. Buttercream changes that entire story. When you wear buttercream, your skin looks richer, your features appear more balanced, and your entire presence feels calmer, more grounded. But the real secret, the one elegant women understand instinctively, is how they pair it. Instead of wearing buttercream from head to toe in a flat, predictable way, they introduce depth. A buttercream blouse with deep chocolate trousers, a flowing buttercream dress with muted gold jewelry, and tan leather sandals. These combinations create contrast so subtle, it doesn't shout, yet it leaves an impression. If you've ever worn an all-white outfit and felt like it looked nice but not memorable, this is exactly why. 3. The modern maxi. The maxi dress has returned, but not in the way you remember. This is not the era of overly flowy fabrics, busy prints, and excessive layering. That version, while charming, often dilutes its presence. It made the outfit feel more casual than commanding. The modern maxi is something entirely different. It's clean, structured, it follows the body without clinging, creating a long, uninterrupted line that instantly elongates your silhouette. There's something quietly powerful about that. No breaks, no distractions, just one continuous statement. The fabric must have substance. A structured cotton, a dense linen blend, or even a light crepe that holds its form as you move. Because when the fabric collapses, the entire look loses its authority. And authority, even in summer, is what separates an elegant woman from an ordinary one. Now imagine the difference. One woman walks in wearing a shapeless, overly soft maxi that sways without direction. Another walks in wearing a clean, sculpted silhouette that moves with quiet intention. 4. Woven textures. Woven textures return every summer, almost like a ritual. But this year, they are being judged more closely than ever. Because not all woven pieces carry elegance. Some lean dangerously close to looking overly casual, even careless. The difference lies in structure. A refined woven bag holds its shape. It stands upright when placed down. The weave is tight, precise, intentional, not loose or uneven. It feels designed, not improvised. That one detail alone transforms a simple accessory into something that quietly suggests taste. And then there's restraint. Elegant women don't overload their look with too many textured elements at once. One woven piece is enough. A structured tote paired with a clean outfit. Or woven sandals grounding a minimalist dress. It's never chaotic. But here's the subtle truth most overlook. Texture adds warmth, yes, but too much of it removes clarity. So ask yourself, does your outfit feel composed or slightly busy? 5. Coastal style. The coastal style has matured. What once felt charming and thematic now risks looking almost like a costume if done too literally. The stripes, the obvious references, the overly styled vacation look. It no longer carries the same quiet authority. The modern interpretation is far more subtle. It borrows the feeling, not the symbols. Light fabrics that move gently. A soft color palette. Washed blues, creams, pale neutrals. A sense of ease that doesn't try to prove anything. It's less about where you are and more about how you carry yourself. Imagine a crisp linen shirt, slightly open at the collar, paired with tailored trousers, or a simple knit draped over the shoulders, not for warmth, but for balance. Hair pulled back just enough to reveal the face, but never overly styled. There's a certain calm in this look, a quiet confidence, and this is where most women misstep. They try to recreate a scene instead of embodying a feeling. Does your outfit look like a place, or does it feel like a presence? 6. Elevated flat sandals. Summer exposes everything, especially your footwear, and nothing lowers the tone of an outfit faster than a poorly chosen sandal. The elegant alternative is not complicated, but it is precise. An elevated flat sandal is defined by clean lines, balanced proportions, and materials that feel grounded. Matte finishes instead of overly glossy ones, straps that sit comfortably without digging or looking flimsy, a sole that feels stable, not paper thin. But there's a detail very few women consider: the sound of the shoe. A refined sandal moves quietly. It doesn't slap loudly against the ground with every step, because elegance, at its core, is controlled, even in motion. If you've ever worn a beautiful outfit that somehow felt slightly undone the moment you started walking, this is often why. Your shoes don't just complete your look, they reveal your standards. 7. The linen shirt as a layer. Most women treat the linen shirt as a basic, something to button up and move on. But in summer 2026, it becomes something far more powerful, a tool of dimension. Worn open, it transforms. A simple outfit, perhaps just a fitted dress or a tank and trousers, suddenly gains movement, depth, and quiet sophistication. The shirt flows slightly as you walk, softening the lines of the body while adding structure at the same time. This is what stylists often refer to as the third piece, the element that completes an outfit without overwhelming it. But here's where elegance requires discipline. The fit must feel intentional. Slightly oversized, yes, but never drowning your frame. Sleeves rolled just enough to reveal the wrist. Collar relaxed, not stiff. And once you begin to understand this, you'll notice how incomplete most outfits around you actually are. 8. Bold gold jewelry. As summer outfits become lighter and simpler, jewelry takes on a more important role. But many women misunderstand boldness. They assume more is better. It isn't. True elegance lies in focus. A single bold gold piece, a sculptural cuff, a thick chain, or a pair of strong hoops has far more impact than layering multiple items that compete for attention. It creates a focal point, a sense of intention, and intention is what separates refined from excessive. There's also tone to consider. The gold should feel warm, slightly muted, not overly bright or brassy, because when the tone is too loud, it begins to look artificial, regardless of the price. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like your accessories were too much, yet couldn't explain why, this is the reason. Elegance is not about being noticed everywhere. It's about being remembered for one thing done perfectly. 9. The midi dress. The midi dress is one of the most reliable pieces in a woman's wardrobe, but reliability does not guarantee elegance. Fit does. And this is where most women compromise. A midi that is too loose removes all shape, making the body disappear. Too tight, and it begins to feel restrictive, almost uncomfortable to look at. The perfect midi exists in between. It follows the natural lines of your body without clinging or pulling. But there's one detail that quietly determines everything: the waistline. If the waist sits too high, it distorts your proportions. Too low, and it shortens your frame. When it aligns perfectly with your natural curve, the entire silhouette transforms. You look taller, more balanced, more composed. It's a small adjustment with a powerful effect. So next time you try on a dress, don't just ask if it fits, ask if it honors your shape, because that is where elegance begins. 10. Canvas sneakers. Canvas sneakers are returning, bringing with them a sense of ease and understated charm. But unlike other trends, this one comes with a strict condition. They must be immaculate, because canvas, by its very nature, reveals everything. Every mark, every crease, every sign of neglect. And once they lose their freshness, they quietly lower the entire outfit. A clean pair, on the other hand, feels intentional. It creates contrast against tailored pieces, softens structured outfits, and adds a subtle modern edge. But the discipline lies in maintenance, regular care, gentle cleaning, knowing when to replace them. Because wearing worn-out sneakers doesn't communicate effortlessness. It communicates oversight, and elegance never overlooks the small things. 11. The summer scarf. A summer scarf may seem like a minor addition, but in truth, it is one of the most intelligent pieces you can own, because it connects. When chosen well, a scarf carries the colors of your outfit, subtly tying everything together without making it obvious. It adds movement, softness, and a touch of individuality, all in a way that feels effortless. But here's where refinement matters. It should never look forced. A loosely tied scarf around the neck, draped gently over the shoulders, wrapped around a bag handle with quiet intention. Each styling choice should feel natural, not overly styled. It's not about showing that you added a scarf. It's about making it feel like it was always meant to be there. And that level of subtlety is rare. Have you ever noticed how some women look complete, even in the simplest outfits? This is often one of their quiet secrets. 12. The structured straw hat. This final detail is not just an accessory, it's a transformation. Because a structured straw hat does something few pieces can do. It frames the face, refines posture, and instantly elevates even the simplest outfit into something intentional. But again, structure is everything. The oversized, floppy hats of the past felt playful, but impractical. They lacked precision. The modern version is cleaner, medium-brimmed, balanced, designed to complement, not overwhelm. And when worn correctly, it changes how you carry yourself. You stand differently, move differently. There's a quiet awareness that enters your presence. That is the power of a well-chosen final piece. So if you fix only one thing from this entire video, let it be this. Stop dressing by habit. Start dressing with intention. Now I want to know, which of these trends made you pause and rethink your style the most? And more importantly, where do you feel your wardrobe is still falling short? If you're ready to move beyond simply looking nice and step into true refinement, subscribe to Aisha's Elegance.